How We Make Movies is brought to you by Microsoft Surface
and hosted by the film collective WeMakeMovies.org. We have a huge actor base in our filmmaking audience as well. What are some of the advice, tips that you can give to our actors about staying busy during those dull times, other than producing a 5-year-long endeavor?
I think I would say, like, if you're choosing to, be in the business of storytelling and, character making, then, or whatever you want to call it, then you should spend your time like observing life and being in your world. And too much ambition can be the enemy of that, of finding your own vision. And I didn't know that. So I would say.
Can you give me an example?
Yeah, I would just say that don't let your ambition override your personal desire to find what you want to say, or even not that specific, but just being in the world, existing, and it's a privilege to have chosen this and commit to it, because every encounter you have with somebody is interesting, is special, it makes all those things. When you're in a different world where you're dealing with money, where you're dealing with, more business-oriented things, that's not important unless you're talking about trying to sort of manipulate the situation or whatever. And with our thing, I think it is really, that's why I think it's a silly thing to do with your life. So my first advice is don't. But if you're going to do it, though, it's pretty great. I think it's a gift to because I feel like life is pretty complicated and it's got a lot of mysteries that it's difficult, and if you can have your work be somehow about that, laughing at it, observing it, whatever, I would just say that your ambition, my ambition in my time, in my life, has at times wanting to get the job has overridden the fact that I get to be an actor. Even when I'm not acting, I get to be an actor. And sometimes I haven't lived like an actor. I've lived like somebody desperately trying to get jobs. It makes me think of like Orson Welles, at the end of his life. It was this interview that's so sad, and he's just like, I spent my life looking for money for movies. Just the way he said it was just with this, he was just disappointed. He started out so like in touch with life, and he just let this weird business of like trying to find money and competition, the whole thing, cloud that. And that's something that I'm really trying to figure out.